My name is Nicole Ashton. I am co-owner of Ashton Pools by Design, located in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. We've been working with Newberger and Company in sales training for a little over 2 years, and we just started the Organizational Excellence Program about 8 months ago. Before we started working with Newberger, my husband and I were both feeling really overwhelmed. Specifically with staffing, we were having trouble not only sourcing staffing, but really sourcing the correct staffing and the right people in the right positions. One of the things that we were able to tackle first and that we made a priority was actually dealing with that issue. We felt overwhelmed just dealing with all of the day-to-day business. Joe and myself were really fielding 90%, if not 95% of all communications with our clients and answering building questions every day. And so it was really hard to do our jobs as owners, really thinking big picture or mentoring the other staff that we did have, because we were just sort of overwhelmed and just in this cycle that we couldn't really get out of. We first started and became aware of Newberger after sitting in a meeting with clients that were brought to us by a colleague, a different builder in our area. And we were so impressed with the way this salesperson really handled every single question and everything that came through for the client, that once the clients left, the first thing out of my mouth was, who helped train you in your sales? How did you get so proficient? How did you learn to vocalize like that? And that's when we found out, after doing some research, we already had the relationship with Doug and Matt and the team, because we'd been working with them successfully for over a year, developing our sales force and really nailing that down. And we were so impressed with that. But once we saw the cost of Newberger, we did some online research. We looked at some other programs that were out there, and for what the other companies were offering and not having the relationship, it felt a little bit more online. It didn't feel like we'd have this really supportive coach sitting, virtually sitting right next to us the entire time. So we ended up deciding that it was really in our best interest that if we were going to spend even half this amount of money, to do it with someone that we really trusted, someone that had already proven their worth to us before, and that we knew would be totally accessible to us whenever we needed them. Now we go to a team meeting every Wednesday and everyone's gelling, and people are vacationing together and they're spending time together out of work, and there's so much respect, and there's this great can-do attitude. And then in essence, as everyone has really been put in the correct role, they're able to take things off of Joe's and my plate that we never thought possible, because they're becoming little experts in what they do. And so, you know, while we still own a company and we still are always going to have to answer to clients or vendors, they're really becoming such experts that the phone rings and I can say, hey, this person can actually answer that question now better than I can. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna put you through with them. But the teamwork, the camaraderie, the not feeling overwhelmed all day long is just so important. And if that's already happened in 8 months, I can't wait to see what the next 8 months are. I'd say that my favorite part of working with the Newberger team is that it's been this team that has just enveloped us. You know, we were sort of feeling like we were at an at-risk company. We were working as soon as we woke up in the morning. We were working all night. We were working all weekend. And not only did we make the time commitment, but Newberger made the time commitment with us. And not just with Doug, who's been our point of contact, but Matt, the owner, and every member of the team. If there was something that they thought the members of the team could share with us, they've put us right in touch. Again, that's been a great part of our success, is just having them be able to answer questions, keep us moving, and make this process so seamless. Doug and I were having a momentum meeting a few weeks ago, and it had just really become clear to me that, and at that point that was, 7 months in, 6-7 months in. And I said, I think it's really important. And I just want to share with anybody who might be interested or considering or thinking about going through this. If you knew that you could feel better about work, your team could be more synergetic. Your clients could be happier. You could be on the upswing in just 6 months. Wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't you do it? Like, yes, it's a year long or a 2 year process. And it will take us that long to get through every single thing. But to be on an uptick in 6 months, to no longer feel like, oh, I gotta go to work today, or is it not a weekend, or I can't hide under the covers, to now be like, the team is in place and now we're working on the leadership and the mentoring. I mean, if you knew that in 6 months you could go from at risk to a much more healthy, successful company, and therefore a healthy, successful you, wouldn't that be something you'd want to invest in?